Today we will discuss about the Science of Navaratri. Navaratri is the most highly and devotionally celebrated festival in the Hindu pantheon. The Vedic rishis recommended this festival for a variety of scientific reasons. One, relating to time and energy manifestation. Two, in the enhancement of overall energy pattern in the macrocosm and the microcosm. And three, the energy knots, that is the chakras in the body, and the procedure for enhancement of the physical, mental, and spiritual well being, because this is the time they realized is the best suited for human evolvement. Let us now get into the science of Navaratri. Let us first understand that every human body, as well as the nature, has a bioclock. The human's bioclock is set to the day and night schedule as well as the seasons schedule. Similarly, the universe, that is the earth bioclock, is linked to the seasonal schedule. Day, that is once the sun comes out in the sunlight, our body bioclock sets in action rhythm. And once sun sets, that is in the night, our body is set for rest. While day is set for motion, activity, night is set for metabolization, rejuvenation, and transformation. So, every day we have a Ratri, and that Ratri is very important for the human beings to re-establish himself. The daytime, our body secretes the activity hormone called serotonin, and as the night sets in, it secretes the sleep hormone called melatonin. If we are not able to keep up with this rhythm, we get into difficulties. That is why people working in night shifts have different health problems. So every Ratri itself is a Subharatri because it helps our body to rejuvenate. And when this Ratri coincides with the nature's biocycle, then it becomes highly important for enhancing our energies. The earth seasonal energy is dictated by two equinoxes and two solstices. Equinox means when the day and night are equal, and solstices mean when either the daytime is at the highest or the night time is at the highest. The equinoxes happen in December, January, called spring equinox, and another in September, October, called autumnal equinox. Similarly, the summer solstice happens in June, July, and the winter solstice in December, January. It is in these 4 seasons, actually 4 different Navaratris are celebrated. One is the Vasanta Navaratri during the spring equinox, and Sharada Navaratri during the autumnal equinox, that is now, and Ashada Navaratri during summer solstice, and Pushya Navaratri during winter solstice. Therefore, let us be clear that these Navaratris are not selected randomly but are selected for very valid scientific reasons. These Navaratri celebrations are not only related to the annual time cycle and daily time cycle, it also is linked to the body's 9 chakras and the 9 universal macrocosmic deities, 9 different procedures and practices of enhancing those energies through mantras, through colors, through certain practices like fasting, prayer, celebration, etc. The idea of this Navaratri celebration is to awaken, integrate, harmonize, and enhance the physical, mental, and spiritual well being. In this process, we actually enhance our consciousness and connect our self, that is, the divine spark within us, with the God, that is, the universal consciousness. The celebrations enhance the secretion of happy hormones, and get together enhances the homeostasis. All these things happens at cusp of seasonal changes when the divine energies are manifesting very high. We can see it in practical life that in spring we find plants and flowers blossom. This is an indication of the material example of the manifestation of the divine energy. Navaratri starts on the first day of lunar month, in the month of Bhadravada, which generally coincides with the autumnal equinox, that is, when the day and night are equal. As I told you in the beginning, our internal clock, the biorhythm, is controlled daily and annually, and it is the light that resets that clock. That is why these equinoxes and solstices are important for our physical, mental, and spiritual well being. Navaratri is a period for resetting and enhancing the circulation rhythms and readjusting the biological cycles. The fasting and meditating purifies the internal energy knots called chakra through drawing of the universal energy through mantras and resulting in enhancement of physical and psychological happiness and well-being. The Vasanta Navaratri happens in the spring equinox, and it is a time for physical renewal and rebirth. While Sharada Navaratri, that is happening now from tomorrow, is for spiritual renewal and rebirth. Now we can understand the importance why the rishis attached to this festival, because unless we spiritually grow, we cannot be materially successful, happy, and prosperous. During this period, we use different colors each day: yellow, green, grey, orange, white, red, blue, pink, and purple. We must know that each color has a specific vibration, frequency, and wavelength, and manifests different energies. And using these colors will enhance our energy body. Each of this color is associated with different chakras, that is the energy knot within us. I am repeatedly saying energy knots, let us understand. What we call as Devata, which is the energy knot in the universe, is represented in the body as an energy knot. All the Devatas reside in every body. And the important energy nodes identified are the chakras. Though each cell of us is a representation of the divine energy, it is at these chakras where they are branching off. That is why the Vedic rishis gave importance to these chakras. Each chakra represents certain thoughts and feelings, and they are linked to certain colors. Awakening each of this chakra helps us to increase the positive energy relating to those emotions, feelings, and thoughts, and controlling the negative energies relating to the things concerned with those chakras. The colors associated with each of the chakra are indicating how to enhance it. If we use those colors and visualize those colors, the respective chakras are getting activated. Mooladhara, the root chakra, is associated with the red color. Swadhisthana is related to orange. Manipuraka is related to yellow. Anahata to green. Vishuddha to blue. Agnya to indigo. And Sahasrara to violet. And beyond that is the wisdom zone, which is white. Each color has a positive vibration and planetary energy. We must know each planet is associated with the different colors, and therefore each color brings with it the positive energies of the planets, and therefore it results in enhancement of our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. In addition, during these 9 days of Navaratri, the moon travels through different nakshatras. Each nakshatra is controlled by different devatas and different planets. We all know there are 9 planets, and therefore during these 9 days, the moon travels through 9 nakshatras, drawing energy from all the 9 planets. Also, it travels through different 4 rashis controlled by 4 major planets. That is, it starts with Kanya Rashi, which is controlled by Mercury, then travels through Venus controlled Tula, Mars controlled Vrishchika, Jupiter controlled Dhanush, and Saturn controlled Mahara. Therefore, all the 5 planets are involved in that, and on the starting day, it is the sun and moon very close by. So we draw the energies of all the planets, and the moon traveling in different phases through these different nakshatras and rasis through very high energies at this time. So when we do meditation or fasting during this time, we are able to draw the universal energy into us. And the rishis divided these 9 days into 3 groups, therefore identified 3 devatas, devis. First 3 days is meant for Durga, which is for purification of physical and vital body. And fasting and meditation during this time purifies our stula sarira, that is physical body. Next 3 days is dedicated to Lakshmi for purifying our feelings and emotions connected to the astral or subtle body, Sukshma Sarira. Fasting and meditation during these days enhances the power of our Sukshma Sarira. The last 3 days is dedicated to Saraswati, which purifies our mind at deep levels. Fasting and meditation during this time removes false thoughts and takes us close to the indwelling divine spark, that is the God. It purifies the mental and spiritual body, that is the Karana Sarira, causal body. On these 9 days, we are asked to worship different 9 deities, and each of these deity is representing a scientific principle. First day, we are worshipping Shailaputri, meaning daughter of mountains, who represents the manifested world, that is the earth element. Second day, we worship Brahmacharini, meaning the one who is practicing the Brahma Vidya, representing the mind world and the water element. Third day, we worship Chandraganda, who gives us the power to fight evils, and she represents the will universe and the fire element. And on the fourth day, we worship Kushmanda, representing the entire creation, and she means the creative world and represents the air element. And on the fifth day, we worship Skandamata, representing Virya, meaning intelligence, and she represents the space matter. And on the sixth day, we are worshipping Katyayani, who quells the internal enemies, that is a Shadribus. She represents the intellect world. And on the seventh day, we worship Kalaratri. She removes the mental darkness, meaning the intuition world. And on the eighth day, we worship Mahagauri, meaning setting up of the light world, enlightenment, meaning wisdom or jnana world. And on the ninth day, we get and worship Siddhidatri, representing the manifestation of all our mystic and hidden powers, and therefore resulting in siddhis or achievement of irreversible self-realization. In addition, each deity on each day is representing a chakra, and meditation and fasting or worshipping or puja on each of this day enhances the internal powers relating to each of the chakra. Shailaputri is linked to Mooladhara, and worshipping her awakens this Mooladhara chakra, and with that only the spiritual journey starts. Without awakening the Mooladhara chakra, we can go nowhere. Mooladhara chakra has to be awakened to overcome the imbalance and fear in us. Brahmacharini represents Swadhisthana chakra, and worshipping her helps us to overcome negativity in life. Chandraganda is linked to Manipuraka chakra, and she removes depression. Anahata chakra is represented by Kushmanda, and worshipping her enhances optimism and motivation. Skandamada is linked to Vishuddha chakra, and she improves our expressions and creativity. Anahata chakra is linked to Katyayani Devi, and worshipping her gives us vibrance and confidence and grow spiritually and emotionally. Kalaratri worship represents Sahasrara, and she removes the negativity within us and removes the dark thoughts. Mahagauri also represents Sahasrara, but the second side of the Sahasrara, that is the sighting of the light. Kalaratri is removal of the darkness. Mahagauri is sighting of the light, which gives peace to us. And on the last day, Siddhidatri represents attainment of success and achievement. And on the 10th day, we worship as Vijayadasami because on this day, after overcome all these negativities within us, we have to quell the last enemy, the most important enemy, that is the ego. So there we are overcoming the ego. That is why on that day Rama killed Ravana. The Ravana was the example of the highest manifestation of ego. So if we are going to worship the different deities and follow the different regimes as suggested, we will be able to overcome all the negativities within us and enhance all the positivities in us. And Navaratri gives the right opportunity both from the natural angle as well as the physical angle inside us to lead to success in life. And it is left to us how we want to use this excellent opportunity. One can take the horse to the pond, but a person cannot make it drink. The horse has to drink. Our Vedic rishis have taken us to the pond. They have shown us the pond. Can we now use this great opportunity and succeed in life? I am going to give you one great mantra. If we can recite this mantra with devotion, it will be of great help to us because it will help us to grow materially and spiritually and get success, happiness, peace and prosperity. This is the Navadurga mantra, and the beauty of this recitation of this mantra is this is a combination of bhakti, mantra and chakra yoga, that is Kundalini yoga, all rolled into one. There are very few exercises, spiritual exercises, where all the three yogas like this can be combined. All that we need to do is recite this mantra and or hear this mantra or meditate on this mantra with devotion. I am now telling you this mantra. Please practice it and recite it. Pradhamam Shailaputriti Dvitiyam Brahmacharini Tridiyam Chandragandedi Kushmandedi Chadurtaham Pandamam Panchamam Skandamadedi Shashtam Katyayanidi Cha Saptamam Kalaratridi Mahagauridi Chashtamam Navamam Siktida Prokta Navadurga Prakirtidaha Uktanyethani Namani Brahmanaiva Mahatmana. This is the Navadurga mantra, and this is an easy way to achieve, as I told you, success and happiness. Om Namo Durgayai Namaha.